Hi, Brian here with the Vault & Co. in sunny St. Augustine, Florida. I've been away for the last 3 weeks, but my crew has left me a bunch of stuff here to go through. And so we're going to kind of do some various unboxings. I really have no idea. This, I'm sure, is a sports card because we send a lot of stuff to PSA. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know that the Vault is multidisciplinary. We do high-end sports cards. We specialize in rare coins. We're North Florida's leader in gold and silver bullion. We have a variety of stuff here, Rolex watches, custom jewelry, and purses, Louis, Gucci, and Chanel. We can get to that later. I don't think we have any surprise purses in, but we're going to go through what has come into the store. We're going to start here with this. I'm sure this is a sports card. I'm hoping this is my Tom Brady. I bought it raw off of eBay, and I got one back that I scored an 8 on, which I'm happy about because I only paid $5,500, and it was a PSA 8, which is now a $14,000 card, $11,000 card. Yeah, 14,008. So that was a pretty nice come up. So we need this to be at least a 7 if this is the Tom Brady. It's not the sweet. All right, so this is the 2016 Michael Jordan employee exclusive. They issued this, as I just said, they issued it only to employees of, I don't remember, to Upper Deck, or yeah, I'm guessing it was the Upper Deck employees only card. And obviously those have gotten out into the free market, and we scored a 9. So I'm really happy about that because it's probably one of the higher grades. This is a really scarce card to begin with because obviously you can only get it if you're an employee, and then for it to score a 9, that's pretty good. So I'm thinking we might have something here. You can always call the store or message us, and I'll let you know what the price is going to be. But that's cool. I'm really happy to see that we got a 9 on that card. I bought that raw, straight off of eBay. So I don't remember what I paid. You can probably go look up the history and see what I paid. I do that quite frequently. A lot of people make fun of me. I am shooting 40% of the time I get a 10. I would say 50% of the time I get a 9, and only 10% of the time do I get a, only about 10% of the time do I score an 8. I've never gotten a 7. We just got in a gold Wemby to 50, and I got an 8 on that, which I've already cracked it, and I'll just sell it raw and get all my money back. All right, here, I'm gonna guess this is some type of a coin submission. It doesn't look like the normal ones. We were at F.U.N show. If you saw the previous videos, Florida United Numismatics, the largest coin show in Florida. This happens twice a year, and we sent some stuff off to CAC, but this looks like, yeah, this looks like this is the stuff that we got back from CAC. So we'll see how we did. If you're not familiar with CAC, that is a third-party grading service. They essentially grade the graders, like PCGS and NGC. I don't think they grade ICG, and we got a CAC on this 1879S OGH. It was already a 66, so now it's a 66 CAC. I can tell you that this has improved the price for more than my grading. You know, I think it costs about $29 a piece or so for the sticker, and the sticker on this coin and an OGH has just raised the value at least $300. And if I remember correctly, the grading on all this was like 190 bucks. So I'm already in the money. Another 66 CAC. It's not the OGH, but that's okay. This has improved the score, the price, I should say, maybe about another $150. And we got a 66 no CAC. This one had really beautiful color. I'm kind of upset that that did not score higher than it did. I didn't see any issues with it. Wow. I'm surprised that this didn't cack at all. This is one that we had debated for quite a while. I couldn't believe that this was a 62. Interesting. Maybe I should crack this one out and send it in, and we'll see if this straight grades higher over at PCGS. Here's a pretty toner in Carson City. It did not cack, and just a regular 81. All right, let's move over to the next box. We will be in Pittsburgh, Jack and I, for the ANA World's Fair of Money. In case you guys didn't know, Coin Guy on YouTube is my father, and my name is Brian, and my son is Jack, aka Coin Guy's grandson, the blonde-haired boy that likes to talk a lot all over the camera. He will be at ANA World Fair with me. So it looks like another CAC submission, quite a few more coins here. Let's see how we did. Okay, on the 64 1913, we got a CAC. I wanted the CAC on this 1795 plain edge. That would have been nice. This old fatty here got a CAC. That's nice. And then it's got that toning around it. It's a 62. I'm surprised that this didn't gold CAC. I do see this other green sticker on here. I'm wondering what that was about. The Hudson did not CAC. That's a shame. That would have been really nice. Another Carson City that didn't CAC. And this beautiful toner with a 65 plus. A 65 plus, and it still didn't CAC. That's interesting. This is the one that everybody saw in video with me and Bryce. I really wanted to see this CAC. It's still a fantastic coin. I've never owned one. This 1795 flowing hair dollar. What an amazing coin. That's one of the best coins there are, in my opinion. This V nickel had some really nice toning, but it just wasn't enough. They left it alone. These fatties, they like to CAC. There's another one. They were very conservative with those holders, and so here's another one. Those have both CAC'd. You know, you're going to see a higher percentage of those coins coming in. I like to send the coins to CAC with the toning, especially with that proof-like field there in the back. It's an AU58. What a beautiful example of a 58. We did not. But here's a 65, and that one did CAC. So overall, I think we've got maybe 400 in it, and we've improved by close to $1,000. So it was totally worth it. You know, we've improved the price of all of these coins by $600 to $700. So that wasn't too terrible of an investment. And it's like Christmas coming back to 3 weeks worth of packages. Let's see. I opened up these earlier just to see what they were, and in a later video, I think we'll convince Rachel to break some of these open with us, and we'll go through these cards and see. Obviously, we know that the Shohei Ohtani dual logo Murakana kanji, whatever they call that card, is no longer in existence. Somebody pulled that. Congratulations. You're $12 million richer. We did get this. Boy, oh boy, this was a nice collection that Kyle picked up. And these are all high-end half dollars. They really have been pushed to the limit. From what I'm told from Kyle, the client spent 2 times CPG on this 12 years ago, bought it off of one of those online companies. In my opinion, every single coin in here has pretty much been pushed to the limit of what grading would allow. Like, if you look at this Proof 68, I mean, it's a beautiful coin, but it looks a little, hazy. It's got a, I don't know, Rachel, can you see that? Can you pull that in? I mean, I'm not going to say it's PVC, but it's got a haze on it. It doesn't really pop. I don't know if we can see the difference, but that toning or whatever you want to call it on there it's not helping the coin. It's actually dulled the coin. Here's another coin, like, at first glance, I mean, I know I'm not helping my coin sell right now, but at first glance, that is not a pretty coin. It's got all of that skin on there, that toning all over it, but it almost looks like it was banged up and dirty. The prettiest coin that we do have happened to be one of the key dates. That does have some nice skin and some toning there in the top, on the obverse and the reverse. It's got plenty of toning, so that's helped this coin out quite a bit on this key date. And it's not surprising for me to see a lot of these in NGC. We know that NGC is a little bit looser on the grades than the PCGS coins, but this is a nice collection to come back to. We're going to bring this to the World's Fair of Money. It is on the Real Coin Guy Facebook group right now. The Real Coin Guy Facebook group. You can find these coins for sale. All right, my old accountant called me while I was on vacation, and so I'm going to unbox her package now. I don't know what she sent me, but let's see what we got here. We got a little list. That's not surprising. Like I said, she was my old accountant. She has double boxed this, so that's good. So we have 301 silver dimes, 20 1987 Liberty 1 ounce silver dollar, more silver dollars, buffalo nickels, jewelry, some coins, email breakdown. Okay. Alright, so it looks like a sealed original roll of Silver Eagles from 87. You got a roll from 89. I'll just kind of open that and double check it. Yep. So 89 roll, 87 roll, and generic silver rounds. 1 ounce silver rounds, the dimes as she mentioned, and some buffalo nickels. So we'll go through there, look for some key dates, and then we'll itemize that and get her paid. I feel like that's everything. So thanks for joining me on talking about all the different packages we're opening and all the new things that have come in here to the Vault & Co.